Yo, what's good? It's your boy Luie Rackz, and I'm here with my brother Joseph.
Hey, hi everyone.
How you guys doing?
So pretty much, hi, everyone that doesn't know who I am, I'm Luis. Yeah, this is definitely
A
a
PSA.
I'm telling you, man.
Public service announcement.
Public
Bam, bam,
service announcement. Yeah.
bam.
Well, I'm Joseph Rodriguez. I'm pretty much I'm Luis' friend above all, brother,
Yes, sir.
and manager. So
Yes, sir. Emphasize
yes,
on management.
yeah. Emphasize on management. I'm the guy that nobody wants to talk to.
That's
So
great.
nobody wants to talk to me for some reason. I know the reason, but let's keep it kosher. Let's
Yes,
keep it
sir.
kosher. We're gonna interview each other, right, or something like that.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
I'll do your job, you do my job.
Yeah.
So
Vice
so
versa.
no, absolutely.
And why do you feel that people don't want to talk to you, Joseph?
Oh
You know,
man,
so now that you
that
bring that an interesting topic
let's leave that for another
over the
podcast.
years.
That's another podcast right there, man. Let's go ahead and keep it kosher. Let's keep it cool. And pretty much, like I have, pretty much interesting conversations about Luie Rackz. Going in deep.
Pause.
So I know Luie for the last 15 years, 2009,
2008.
2008. Yeah, 2008. And pretty much, Louis, once past life, I was in ministry for almost 20 years. So he knew me playing rock and roll in a church.
With his long ass curly
The
hair,
lines
with the
were-
headband,
Yeah, with the curly hair. Yeah.
looking all poppied out.
Yeah.
Get that surfer look. I remember you used to drive that green Honda Element.
It was gray.
Nah, I remember it was like a grayish green.
Yeah, it's like a gray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like a metallic, and then
Yeah.
the plastic all around it.
Correct.
Man, he used to whip that thing everywhere, man, for real.
Yeah, even to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
But going to Mexico for the right reason. I was a missionary, so
Yeah.
no, that contraband kind of thing, And pretty much, from there, Louis just like, always a go-getter. He introduced me quickly into his business, so his barber business. Like, yeah, I used to cut a lot of Puerto Rican hair, and I don't think that was true, but I fall into the trap.
Hey, dog. Once you cut black people's hair, you can cut anything. You know what I mean? So, me, like, I always had experience with different types of hair, So your hair was just another one on the list, It's another thing in the office.
It took you a little bit. So don't lie to me, man. It took you a couple years to cut it right.
This nigga.
No. It's just like, honestly, it's very hard to find barbers. It was very hard at that time to find someone that can truly cut like the standard that they used to cut in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
To not to be biased or anything, my background has been a Puerto Rican from Puerto Rico, and pretty much setting the standard with the reggaetoneros and the rap artists over there. They set up a standard in terms of haircuts.
No, definitely.
And I know New York, started also, with the haircuts, with the top fades and all stuff like that. But in the Caribbean, they like to do a different style, which is great, for mixed people, like us, and pretty much, But I remember in New York, the flat tops,
Yeah.
I remember.
You know what's crazy? I had a homeboy, right? He came from New York. And he wanted a taper, right? What we down here know as a taper, you got the sides faded, you got an edge up and the back. And he told me, "Hey, let me get a Brook." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yeah,
It's like a low fade. Yeah, I remember.
Yes, it's a that's what they call a taper over there, a Brook. I was like, "What?" And he was like, "No, right here on the sides and this." And I was like, "You mean a taper fade?" He was like, "That's what you guys call it?" He was like, "Yeah." And then us, like, whenever we call it an edge up, right? I had a partner from Cali. He's like, "Hey, let me get a lineup." I was like, "A lineup?"
Yeah.
So, I mean, right here from Texas, like, it's an urban city, but it's country still at the same time, And
Yeah.
just, by country just means southern. I don't mean slow or nothing like that, but definitely mixing with other people coming through. You know, like there's been a big old, especially Houston is a big melting pot. You know what I
Correct.
mean? So people have been coming here from everywhere. So I've been blessed to get to know all type of cultures. You know what I'm saying? Different from people from different backgrounds, and it's very been interesting, especially cutting hair, and interacting with everybody. Like I'm a really appreciative for that. You know what I mean? And then this is how I locked in with you. You
Yeah.
know, I met you. You was playing in your band, and then you seen the way I had my hair similar to yours. You was like, "Who cut your hair?" And I'm like, "I did." You're like, "What? You cut hair?" Like, yeah. And that's how we struck up a conversation. And 20 years later, we
Yeah. But still, he got me in that sweet talk about, yeah, I call Puerto Rican people all the time. I know how to fade it up, just like the reggaetoneros out there. And I was like, oh, man, that's awesome, man. Like,
That's beautiful.
Yeah, like, are you from Puerto Rico? No, I'm from here, like, okay, cool. Yeah, but I call hair all the time. And it took him a minute. So let me just
He's capping.
I used to get mad at you because I tell you, like, get my beard, thick, and and pretty much my goatee, I like my mustache, like thick and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And always Louis, I used to call it like los picos del diablo.
Oh, yeah.
Because it used to like very thick on the side, and I didn't have that much hair in the middle. So it would look like, like the
devil
devil's
horns.
yeah. And like, bro, how many times? Like, oh man, I'm sorry, bro. You always the same me. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just so used to do it like this,
Yeah,
like, bro.
and then you wanted to do you wanted your mustache thick, and I used to thin it out.
Man, like,
I was like, I thought you were Puerto Rican. He's like, no, I want it thick like Jason Statham. And I was like, what?
mean, yeah, because I understand that, like Louis and a lot of people, like you used to the ordinary or the common people from Puerto Rico, they have, like the reggaetoneros, they like that thing stuff, very similar to the US.
Yeah.
And then you have the other kinds like me that love rock music, surf, and things
Yeah.
like that. And pretty much, yeah, we do style of the reggaetoneros, a nice face, a nice haircut. But our beard's gonna be, thicker, like it's gonna be different, depends on your style. The only thing that we have in common is just the eyebrows. Always emphasize on that. And it was very hard at the beginning here in Houston, coming to this different culture. Because when you ask about eyebrows, they look at me like, whoa, are you,
Yeah.
are you homosexual or anything like that? And I'm like, no.
Metrosexual.
Metrosexual, yeah. So
Yeah.
the first time I heard metrosexual was with the Mexicans.
Yeah, because I
Like-
remember there was that song around the time, Metro.
Yeah,
Metro,
and I
Metro.
was like, nah, I ain't no metrosexual, bro. Just that's what we do in the Caribbean. We like to clean up,
Yeah.
our eyebrows. And you know what? When I was in Iraq,
I mean, really, it's just part of grooming and
Correct.
hygiene. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? But some people, I guess, they're just very close-minded, or they don't
well,
see that.
it's different cultures and subcultures and tradition,
Because
go ahead.
especially us, like me growing up in the East Side, and when I came from the Southeast, I saw that. People would get their hair cut real clean, and the eyebrows were nice and clean too.
Correct.
And then I remember I started doing that. My mom was like, my mom made a big deal. Bro, I remember she was enrolling me in school in 7th grade, and I guess she wasn't paying attention. And whenever I was already rolled in and everything, she noticed my eyebrows. She was like, Majito. She started crying in front of everybody. I was like, what are you doing, Beatriz? Majito, te quiero preguntar algo, mijo. And I'm like, what's up? Like what? Why are you embarrassing me like this? What's going on? Eres joto, mijo. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why? It's like, tu cejas. I was like, I just cleaned them up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I kind of, some people were like, when I went back to like a different school, they were tripping. I was like, what the hell? I just saw it like a part of grooming. That was it.
No, absolutely. And the thing is that that's why I was amazed too. That's why you're like, bro, do you take your eyebrows too? Because that was something I was looking for.
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah,
that was very common on Caribbean people.
Yeah,
like Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, we like to clean our eyebrows. But going to the Middle East, because FYI, I was in the army. I was in Iraq 2005, 2006 in OIF 3. And going back to that subject, like the barbers in Iraq, they do a really good job. Like they clean up your eyebrows too. Like they don't play around. I mean, like they like their haircut really nice tapers. I was really amazed how in the Middle East,
They were
you
getting
know,
down like
yeah,
that?
they were very
Wow.
clean and stuff like that, you know, and you know, especially more in the cities, you know, like we used to have a barber on post that, you know, when I mean post, I mean on the base over there in
Yeah.
Iraq that he he did a really good job, man. And I was getting haircuts. I mean, every now and then because honestly, with the heat, I used to just, you know, like cut my hair myself, you know, put the zero all around it.
Oh, for real? You used to shave it all off?
Yeah, bro. Because
Wow.
honestly, one, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Two, like it's hot, bro. It's 140 degrees.
Yeah.
No humidity though. Yeah, in Kuwait it was brutal. Kuwait is 140 degrees plus humidity. It's just crazy. But
And it's humid?
oh hell
What?
yeah, bro!
But
You
is
take
it-
a
is-
shower. You take a shower. You go outside. You be sweating in the shower, bro. Like that's how crazy
I
the
mean,
Emirates are in the
It's
summertime.
140 plus humidity. It's got to feel like 150, 160 with the humidity.
Dude, it's
But
crazy.
is it Kuwait like a coastal city?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. Kuwait, pretty much. You got the Gulf, the Gulf of what was the name of? Oh my God, I'm blank. Anyway, right there, the Gulf of the Emirates. That
Yeah,
that
yeah.
involves a little bit of Iraq, Iran.
Yeah, yeah.
You have Kuwait, Dubai. You had Bahrain. You have Abu Dhabi. You have all these Emirates, and right there in that Gulf, I think it's the
Yeah.
Persic Gulf. Is what
The
it's
Persian
called.
Gulf?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
what
think
it's
so. I
called,
think so,
Persian
too.
Gulf. And pretty much, it's hot, bro. Like
Nah, I believe it.
honestly, like over there, like Kuwait is so upscale that man, and even in Dubai, I mean, you can see it now on social media that you know everywhere there's AZ. You know
Yeah,
you
well,
die.
I heard they were building those big, massive. It's almost like big, massive. What do you call the
Like a tono or something like that. Like
un
a
paraguas? Like
Yeah,
it's like
like a
un
s-
kiosco, pero
like-
big. I'm talking about you could fit thousands of people under it.
Wow.
And it opens up, and on the bottom it has AC vents, just
wow.
so people could chill. Because a lot of people like they'll tell you come to Dubai like around April and like shit like that, or whenever it's like cold season.
Yeah.
Because when it's hot, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they have with all those attractions inside
Big
and
time.
stuff like that in those massive cities because it's hot. You know what I mean?
No, correct.
I mean, they literally built luxury, like utopia in the middle of the desert.
Correct.
Like, remember how I showed her that video that they had built like basically like their own beaches, you know,
Yes.
and then it was getting like algae or whatever because it's
Yeah,
not
those
supposed
islands.
to be there.
Yeah, those islands, artificial islands in the Emirates, correct.
And it looked beautiful. Like I remember when I was able to see, I seen it. It looked beautiful, like an oasis. You know what I mean?
Correct.
But it's mind-boggling, bro, how rich some of those people are.
Yeah.
And like they, like to them, like out here, like you want to flex a Rollie, a Bugatti, but over there, everybody has that because everybody's on the same playing field. So I heard like one thing they brag is exclusivity, like who has something that they don't have it or the first one to do
Correct.
it. So I think like the biggest flex for them is to having like you know how they have license plates.
Correct.
So whoever has like I think it's like the biggest brag is somebody has the number one, like la numero uno, right?
Yeah.
So to them, that's the flex because it's like you know nobody has that.
That's
That was
crazy.
tripped out, you know. And
That's wealth. That's not even being rich.
that's
That's
rich
wealth.
people problems, bro.
Not even that, bro. That's above. That's a different level. That's wealth.
Yeah, like my homeboy Nadim, like he has like he's Muslim, you know, because he's from over there. He has people over there, and he'll be over there. So to their culture, like if they greet you, you'd be like, "Oh, that's a nice watch." They will literally take it off his wrist and give it to you.
Yep.
I was like, "Whoa, I'm not taking out my bracelet to get it to
No,
know."
absolutely.
You know, but that's the type of wealth that they have, and it's amazing.
But
you know?
even that, I mean, going a little bit deeper on this subject, in the Middle East, I mean, there's a law. There's a I don't know what's the name of it, but it's a very hospitality.
Oh,
They do
yeah.
a lot of
Yeah,
hospitality.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's just very interesting how, like you walk in anybody's home, and it don't matter. It can be a tent in the middle of the desert. They will pull out a tray of silver,
Wow.
and you know, like it's a teacup set,
Uh huh.
and they'll serve you tea, but they'll serve you in a silver platter.
Wow. Wow.
Like it don't matter how economic situation they are. Like they will invite you to their home, and they will share what they have.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is definitely. I had the opportunity to train with the Iraqi army. I was part of their unit and stuff like that. So we used to eat together. We used to share things together. Surprisingly, like in 2004, like they knew who Daddy Yankee was.
Well, Gasolina was
Dude,
massive.
I heard Gasolina in Iraq, bro. I used to have a small MP3 player. Dude, maybe like, I was like closer to Iran than to Baghdad, but Baghdad wasn't that far from us.
Yeah. And how did that make you feel as a Puerto Rican, honestly?
I mean, honestly, because like and skin color, we're kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like we're mixed and we're just part from the same tribe.
Now, I'm pretty sure they confused you for an Iranian or something.
Well, I mean, don't prove me wrong. I mean, I was shaved and stuff like that, but if I had the beard, when I had the beard long, yes, I could stop all the time like salam alaikum, alaikum salam, kifa or shionek. That means like how are you? You know, zien muzien, shakumaku, like
you picked up on the lingo fast.
Well, when I was over there training with them, I had to learn Arabic. Yes, I knew a little bit to get around it and tell them what to do. They also were familiar with some English words. So, and I had a pocket dictionary all the time, like a cheat sheet, for things that you want to point it out in training.
Maybe you should have just spoke to them in Spanish. They probably would have understood you better.
Not really, because remember that all that area was conquered by the British. So there's a lot of British words that stick to it.
I mean, just like Spanish, there's over 3,500 different characters of Arabic due to the
but it's a little bit more twisted, and I understand. And remember, like each part of the Middle East has a different kind of dialect.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
I can see that. It's like how you go to Mexico, everybody has a different accent, different kind of dialect.
Correct.
Too. You know what I'm saying? Right here in the United States, you go to a different state, they have a whole different cadence. Certain words, you know what I mean? You might think it means this, but they use it like this. Just like y'all, like a bus, we call it un autobus, or a car, un carro, y'all call it a guagua. You know what I'm saying? Like different shit like that,
No, absolutely, and it's very interesting how, like over there in the Middle East, like for example, in like Persian or Farsi, will be like for example, you want to say how are you is kifa.
Kifa.
And in Iraq will be like shionek. You see, so those are little things that it varies on the different and you're talking about the languages they speak in the Middle East, because I don't want to disrespect and say the wrong thing. Maybe I could be wrong.
Definitely.
So
you definitely don't want to piss anybody.
No, absolutely. No. I mean, my experience with the Middle Eastern has just been amazing. They're being very respectful, very amazing people.
Yeah.
I served with them for a whole year. I got the chance to train them, and different stuff when I was in the army, and pretty much I have a good experience, So, I mean, it was very interesting. Like when we shared about music, then you had Daddy Yankee was, even though I was not too big on reggaeton. But I mean, it's kind of cool that they knew something from the Caribbean and from the Latin American community.
Oh yeah,
or Hispanic American community. Sorry.
No, I mean because definitely whenever that song came out, man, it was a explosion. It was a tsunami of a song. It went everywhere. It was everywhere.
Trust me, and like I used to pick up from my radio station in Baghdad. From a small MP3 player that I bought at that time, and it has FM radio.
And they were playing Daddy Yankee on the radio.
Yes. And Shakira. They love Shakira. Dude, and they love Shakira. Like, you have no idea.
Well, isn't she like half Lebanese or something? That's why she'd be like belly dancing. She's a beautiful lady to this day. Like,
she is.
She's aged like wine, for real.
But it's really interesting how they love Shakira. Like, anything that is from Latin America, I mean, they love it.
I mean, Arabs, like, low key, they love Latinas, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for real. I mean, honestly, Latina's the closest thing to every woman. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, it depends where they're coming from. Like, majority of us, like, for example, in the Caribbean, like, we have a strong from South Spain. So, pretty much, that's majority of the South Spain was conquered by the Moors.
Yeah.
So we have that. That's why you hear in our Caribbean accent a lot of things that is very familiar with the region of Malaga, the region of Marbella.
And the Canary Islands too, because I hear over there, if you go right now, they're eating arroz con gandules. Like that's where it originates from. I heard.
Yeah, and remember you have that coming from Africa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, because the Moorish influence, of course.
Correct. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting how everything lines up in terms of culture and how at the beginning like we all come from one particular place and
Yeah.
that diversity is what makes everybody amazing and
Definitely.
in a world interesting. So but yeah, I mean, going back to the subject of Louis.
No, but before we get to me, I wanted to ask you a question. Because I've been going crazy with the food reviews. I don't know if you noticed.
Well, I'm the one that films it, so
Okay, you being in the Middle East, as far as the culinary, what was your favorite dish, or what was something that you experienced over there that you never thought you would be able to taste, or those ingredients coming together like that? Because I love Mediterranean food. Middle Eastern food to me is great. It tastes good, and it's good for you. It's healthy.
yeah.
Halal. I love halal.
So I mean, I don't have anything favorite, but one thing that stand out,
Yeah.
and as a true Puerto Rican,
Mm-hmm.
it was the bread.
Yeah, I know. Bro. You're very big on the bread. Because like even now, like the bread you served me yesterday was like it only has 3 ingredients:
Four.
water, flour, and grain.
And salt.
And, and I was like, man, this thing hit it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't eat it as much because pretty much I like to limit my carbs to stay in shape, especially when you're 41. You want to maintain yourself as young as you can. And sadly, my family didn't give me any kind of wealth, so they just gave me, generational diseases. So like diabetes, cancer, heart problems, and all kinds of stuff. So I try to keep away from that because, I want to keep my health and,
Yeah.
I want to have kids one day. So
Absolutely.
but I'll tell you, it was the bread, bro. Like I have not tasted any bread exactly, bro. Because the thing is that it is this, bro. I don't know what they did, but it's just this thick bread like this, and you can like they put it on the stone ovens.
Yeah.
So man, you touch the bread and they have that little like
That chard.
yeah, that like little char and that little like powder, from the
Yeah.
stove. Oh my god, it's just like you don't
Fresh.
need nothing. You don't need to put nothing on it. You just put it in your mouth and
And that's it.
it melts in your mouth, bro. That's how crazy that bread was, bro.
But that's real bread with omega-3 in it. You
Man,
know?
I don't know what it is, bro. It's just amazing. But that's one of the things I really highlight. Of course, I try, I'm pretty much what they used to do because I was in the middle of nowhere when I was training the Iraqi army. So trust me, we appreciate whatever we get, like some good food. Don't prove me wrong. Props to the army guys that did miracles. But what we used to receive
MRIs,
box.
right?
No, we have MREs, which they will clog you up for forever.
I
but
said MRI.
oh, MREs, so it's all good.
MRIs.
So we used to get like food in connexes or containers, like ocean containers. The helicopter, like the Chinooks with the double blades. They'll drop it down, and the cooks will make wonders. We used to have this brownie. It was hard as a brick, so I put it on the yeah. So we put it on the sun so we can get soft in order to eat that shit because
And it got soft?
yeah, bro.
I thought it was going to get like harder because
Nah, bro. There's advantages. You know how to man, when you are that remote, you make shit work.
I mean, especially like if you say it's 140 degrees, like that's going to burn your mouth.
Yeah, and we found ways, like we pretty much like I don't know, we put it in hot water or near hot something, to make it a little bit,
Yeah, a little bit
eatable,
softer.
bro. Like shit.
That's
But
I mean, if you're eating all of that, like that process, I could already imagine, like, all
Bro.
types of constipation.
bro, it didn't matter, man. But I'll tell you something. Like when we got together, like they'll create those platters. They bring big platters,
Yeah.
huge platters, and they will have like lamb. So they'll be stone oven lamb. Like that lamb will melt, bro. Like you can they'll eat with their hands.
Yeah.
So what they do they just told me like, look, don't be gross out. Just grab a piece of that amazing bread and just start like we just sit down. They put the plate in the middle. We sit in the ground.
And everybody just
Everyone grab a piece of bread and start eating. So you have rice, basmati rice, seasoned. You have tomatoes, olives, some kind of leaf, maybe like romaine lettuce or and dressed with a dressing,
yeah.
cheese, like the
Wow.
feta cheese, like near that,
Yeah.
and you get like, figs too, figs for your as a dessert. So you get all that together, man. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I could imagine.
And they give me a tea that I don't know what was it,
But
but
it
it
was
makes me
smacking.
really relaxed, man.
It was marijuana tea.
I don't know what is my opioids or something. I don't know, man. But
Ashwagandha tea or something.
dude, it was really good. And another thing that the Arabs love, like in the Middle East, is sugar, bro. Like that tea, they give it to me, and as a custom, you have to definitely like accept it.
Well,
So,
they invented ice cream.
yeah,
You know, that's crazy. Like a lot of inventions, algebra, like what you wouldn't even imagine comes from that part of the world.
correct.
Even like the most Nobel Prize winners, like
Math was invented in the Middle East.
Mhm.
Medicine was
Algebra.
developed. Yeah,
alphabet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy, man.
it is. But yeah, that's and the tea was really amazing. And pretty much whatever you go to, most of the authentic mom and pop shops, like for example, the one that I took you, Habibi, right there in
Oh
Fuquay.
my god.
So you wasn't there, but when I used to come regularly, they have rosemary tea.
Oh, I think I had it though.
Yeah, it was hot.
I had that one, man. The shawarma, man, because I'm a sucker for lamb, bro. There's something about that lamb meat. Pause.
Yeah.
Like, man,
No,
you
absolutely.
can't beat it. And then with that Mediterranean salad with the olives in it, man,
Yep.
that be smacking, bro. And then you give me that pita bread, like fresh out,
Yeah.
with the hummus, man. Come on, bro.
No, absolutely. So yeah. So pretty much that's one of the things that I can highlight in the Middle East in terms of the culinary.
Man, I'm hungry right now. I go for some damasis.
You know what? We need to try. Like, there's a place in San Antonio. It's called Pasha.
Pasha?
It's one of my favorite places. Like in Houston, there's some good Middle Eastern places, especially if you go to Richmond. Alazio is in Richmond. The first one that I took you.
Yeah.
That one that we got you remember that lemonade, frozen lemonade with mint.
Oh, yeah. That man really took it over the next level.
But pretty much, so I like to go to San Antonio, and I like to go to one of the pashas, like in the north side of San Antonio. And my favorite thing is like once you feast, because that's the proper word to it, feast. They'll feed you like no tomorrow.
Don't tell them you're hungry because I'll overfeed you.
Nah, like you walk to the back, and there's a place called Baklava. Baklava. Instead of saying baklava,
Yeah.
baklava. And it's a pastry, and they have Turkish coffee. They have, like these pastries, like the baklava, like the pistachios, the cream with the cheese. Amazing stuff, bro.
Man,
Amazing
they know
stuff.
what they're doing, bro, for real.
Big time.
And that Dubai chocolate, too.
Well, the Dubai chocolate, and thank you for reminding me because we need to do a review on that. we have a Jordanian down the street, like a coffee place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do a review over there for Petty Rackz reviews.
Racks. No, but the chicken too, like the way they do the chicken kebab and the kebabs
Correct.
and everything, man.
It is good.
Forget about it. For real.
Yeah. So pretty much it is that. But I want to really ping pong back to Luie in terms of, since I know him and everything related to music, like a lot of people doesn't know, and I've been pushing Luie for a little while. It's just on the singing part. Luie always used to sing, like everybody that knows Luie from the barber's point. Luie's always recutting your hair and singing.
Yeah, I was giving a little concert. You get a haircut and a show.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Luis, we always be singing. Always be singing. Trust me.
Freestyling, you know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
hey, what do you think about this verse? What do you think about this line? And, yeah.
And you guys didn't know this, but remember when we sing in that quinceañera?
Oh yeah, for Perlas Quinceañera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to my homegirl Perla. I haven't seen you in a minute. No pun intended.
No, absolutely. So yeah,
Yeah.
we sang. That's the
Mhm.
proper word. Sing. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we sang. I was with the acoustic guitar,
Mhm.
so that was kind of cool. So, um, and pretty much, like Louis always used to sing. Louis always had like the best attitude, workaholic, like crazy.
Amen.
Um, Pretty much took care of his family since he was 15 years old, and that was amazing. Like he used to cut hair in front of his, like in the porch of his house.
Yeah. Yeah. Do whenever people say hopped out the porch, literally.
Correct, correct.
Man, the thing that was most crazy, bro, that to this day I still have a laugh about it, and the friends that used to come over on the day before school, like that weekend before school started, bro, I literally wake up to 20, 30, 40 kids
Hmm.
outside my house. You know what I mean? And man, that was beautiful times. You know what I'm saying? That I ponder, like I sit back and remember like all those blessings. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Yeah,
And thinking like, damn, I have a really blessed life. You know what I mean? And I thank God for giving me that spirit of resilience and trying to figure
correct.
it out no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, when most little kids were thinking about like 16 years old, thinking I'm gonna go apply at McDonald's or do
Hmm.
this, I didn't have to do that. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like for real.
You were making people that got to college money.
Yeah. Yeah, don't tell nobody, but yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true, man. And doing it all from the front of my house, you know?
Correct.
From friends, relatives, people from school. And man, my client list was longer than what you could think. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, and I still got people mad at me to this day, saying
Hey.
they can't find somewhere to cut their hair like me, man. They really miss me, you know, cutting their hair, and I truly miss it, man.
Yeah.
Most importantly, I miss being able to shave myself, edge myself up. I mean, even though I still like hit myself up a little bit, like I could feel it,
Yeah.
good muscle memory, but damn. And I remember when I used to be able to cut my own hair.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people were like, "What?" I mean, because one thing being a great barber, but being able to cut your own hair, that's a different type of talent. You know,
Correct.
because I know other barbers that weren't able to do that. So I was like, man, that's low key how I started, like practicing on myself, and then my brothers, and then other victims. You know what
Hey, that's why you start. But you know what?
I'm saying?
You took the chance when people doesn't do it, and that's something that you have to highlight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That in life, anything that you want to do in life, you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to fail. You have to, do things in order to make it. Like it's a try and error. It's up to you if you want to like keep going or just give up.
yeah.
There's no
Definitely,
room
like
for
I
giving up.
always say, is like a lot of people want to think, want to like pump their brakes for a little bit and come up with a master plan. And before you know it, 5 to 9 months, a year goes by of you doing planning. And at the end of the day of that year, you didn't do anything. All you were doing was just going back in your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like the difference between an astronaut and an astronomer.
Hmm.
An astronaut is actually out there in the field, touching the moon rocks and interacting with aliens and shit. You know what I'm saying? And an astronomer is down on Earth, safe and just making the calculations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But the astronaut's the one that actually decided to go out there, and do it firsthand. You know what
correct.
I'm saying? Like, if you sit back and do that, bro, you're just gonna be wasting time. I'd rather jump and do it. People might think you're being impulsive or whatever, but if you tweak it as you go along, promise me you'll get way farther. And not
Correct.
only that, you'll build up your confidence by overcoming obstacles and winning.
So, now that you're talking about that, and I highlighted that you always been a hustler, you always been a go getter.
Yes, sir.
The Like I always knew Louis about this. Louis always had Jordans.
Ah,
Louis always had jewelry. He
yeah,
had the grill too. So,
multiple.
and always Louis told me, Joseph, I'm gonna give you a pair of Jordans. I don't
Hey,
use
to this day, he
I don't
won't
use
accept
Jordan.
them.
I don't use Jordan. Even like I remember he used to tell me like, Joseph, like, use it. I don't know for like I told her, boy, maybe I could use it for work. Like, hell no, I'm not gonna give you no Jordans to use it for work because honestly, like even I used to play basketball all the way to college. So
Yeah.
pretty much I always use N1 when N1 was N1.
Oh yeah.
I know you see it now at Walmart for $20, but before they were $100.
Yeah.
They were $90. I
Yeah,
mean, they're expensive.
it was like buying a pair of Jordans. I remember, like
was expensive.
clothing, everything. Mm-hmm.
I did have Jordans once, but honestly, I like better. I was very different with basketball. Like I used to like the Airs, like the Pippins.
Yeah.
They had like the little valves, and once if that valve would explode in a rainy day, it would be like. I hated that.
Man,
I used to make fun of that school about that.
That thing will give you back problems. I remember one of my homeboys. He had like a hole in his. Ooh. And then he got like a thumbtack and he sealed it. he put air and then he sealed it. And it stayed on there, bro. Man, that was some ghetto shit.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And I used to use for basketball, I used to use Converse. Converse, I don't know now, but Converse used to make very good shoes for basketball.
But Chuck Taylor's, the cloth ones?
No.
Because I know they came out with actual good basketball shoes.
Those ones.
Yeah, I had a pair of those. I had a pair of all whites. Those were clean.
Big time. So
they kind of look like British Knights.
Yeah, I remember the BKs, the British Knights. Oh my God.
I remember I had a pair when I was like 13. I forgot where we were at, but we found some, and my dad was like, "What?" My dad was tripping because he was like, "Bro, I haven't seen these shoes since the '80s."
I know.
And I remember I got them. They were low top. Mm-hmm. They were white, and then in the front they had like suede, like right in the front, like in the front of the lip. Wow. Like, where the Jordan has the elephant print.
Yeah.
They kind of resemble like the Reebok G units, like the low tops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, those were clean. I remember everybody was like, "Where'd you get those? What kind of shoes are those?" And what's funny, bro, I think I paid $25 or $15.
Yeah, the BKs were not very affordable. And remember the Shacks that you used to pump it?
Yeah, yeah, the Kamikazes.
Yeah,
the Reeboks and all of that.
I think Ewing has some basketball shoes as well.
Who?
Patrick Ewing.
Oh yeah. And I remember the ones too that people used to trip over were the Iversons.
Yeah.
The first ones, the second ones, and then whenever he came out, the other ones that looked like Air Forces. I remember other people had those. And then at that time, I think Fat Farm was popular, so they had the big shell toe ones, different color. I remember Sadapio had like these red burgundy ones with white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, I remember those. I've always been a big sneakerhead, man. But once I got into them Jordans, that's all I was really into, man.
Yeah.
All retros, man, different colors. To this day, I still got death stocks.
Yeah.
Shoes that I ain't even put my foot in, man. But it be like that. So whenever I have shows or a video shoot, I always got a fresh pair. Like, everybody be like, "Damn, bro, you got," you know what I'm saying? Your shoes crazy.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, but hey, that's one of my guilty pleasures. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if it was up to me, I'd still be buying.
Yeah. Well, you will in time. You will in time. Because now you can wear it because before you couldn't even wear them.
Yeah, that's true, man. And I still have a lot of shoes from even back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, now that I can't see, like, I definitely know what I'm wearing. I love that shoe, so
yeah,
I don't really gotta switch up. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And then I remember too, I really got into Yeezys right before he started tripping and doing all this shit he's doing now. It's a hell of a comfortable shoe. I remember when I had the V1s Black Pirates. At that time, the resale value was like $1,200. So when people used to see me wearing them at the shop, they used to trip. They're like, "You cut a hair." I was like, "Bro, these are the most comfortable shoes I've ever wore." So you best believe I'm gonna be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
plus you could afford them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. No, and going back to your cutting hair days, back in your house, remember when your mom used to kick everybody out?
Oh yeah. Man, I remember people would pull up, be like, "Hey, can I drink my beer?" Be like, "Yeah, but just put it low where they can't see it, or they want to smoke or whatever." I be like, "Man, go over there and do it over there." Or whenever they'll pull off, she'll pull in. They'll be drinking, smoking weed and shit. Bajita, ya te dije que no, 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 no. And then I'm like, "Hey, well, you still want that on the light bill, right?" And then she'll start being like, she'll calm down. No, but many times she kicked a lot of people out.
Yeah, no, I remember those.
And she used to get mad because she used to pull in when she couldn't pull in. There was so
Yeah,
many people.
yeah,
And then my next door neighbor, remember the next door neighbor, the first time you came over, she called the laws on you?
yeah,
Bro, that lady called the cops every day until the laws got tired and they wouldn't answer her
yeah,
phone no more.
yeah. That's true.
That was crazy. And then she would tell the other neighbors, "Man, call the cops. The cops don't even listen to me no more."
Hey, that's what you get. Wasting that taxpayer money over nothing, Or just,
Yeah. Like even the cop told her, I was like, I understand if he was breaking into your house or he was harassing you
yeah,
or he was doing something crazy, but he ain't hurting nobody. You know, he
yeah,
chilling.
noisy people, bro.
You know,
Yeah,
she used to always trip. I mean, thank God. You know, it's funny how God works. She don't live there no more.
yeah,
They got her out of there. You know,
yeah,
El Chacal de la Trompeta got her out of there
yeah. So,
real quick.
no, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, pretty much, always Louis wanted to give me Jordans. I always say no. Um, and pretty much it's just how amazing it is to this day, Louis recognizes his community. Um, like I shoot his music videos, so except for two of them,
Yeah.
there was now three with the latest one that you have with Mike
feeling
and
my vibe and
yeah
Menace
and
Mike. Shout out
Yassi.
to Menace Mike and Yazzie Nicole.
And I didn't film product, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't film
Filthy.
filthy with Gucci Ferragamo.
And shout out to OG Films. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the best out here.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And man, kudos to him, man.
No, absolutely. Me as a videographer, I mean, I have no problem recognizing that he is definitely amazing. Definitely a person that I respect and I look up for. I mean, I'm not those kind of people are hating like because hey man, like there's bread for everyone. Everybody has a different style. Everybody has a different way to doing things. So people is gonna pick whatever they can afford and they go according to their needs. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
Man, and shout out to Gucci Ferragamo, man. You know,
Yeah, that's good people.
he's great people, and man, we made a great banger, man. I think that sounds a classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So pretty much yeah, so the community. Louis is known in the community. I mean, it's pretty nice whenever everybody recognize Louis, from the east side,
To the south side, to the
absolutely.
west side, to the north
and
side.
and talking about the videos, like Louis in every one of his videos, he always tries to put something on the east side on the video. And all the videos, like for example, product, you made it right there by Linda Seafood,
Linda Seafood.
Market Street. You going for the other video was more did it on the east side in Almeda.
Well, one thing that really, really, to me, it was a big win and it's a trophy for me, an accolade, is that when we shot Hustling, remember we went to Active Athlete?
Correct.
Like
I do remember
yeah,
that.
Active Athlete, bro. So
It was a nightmare to film. Just FYI, you have
Yeah.
Louis, like with his size, in a small store with people on it, and he wanted to go to the back.
yeah, I think they got me in the bag, rapping with the boxes, everything. I mean, honestly, I think I'm the only Houston rapper to shoot a video of an Active Athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody talks from Zero to Lil Flip. You know, I mean, because it's a staple. You know, at you get Jordans, fly clothes, everything. So, I mean, me growing up, I got a lot of my releases there. So
Yeah.
it's part of my community. You know, them guys over there been holding down the community forever.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, it's a staple in my community. So it was important for me to highlight it.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So to me, that's an accolade that nobody could take from me. You know what I mean? And then, You know what I mean? I just want to show Houston through my eyes, you know? Like it's more
Yeah.
to just downtown, Galleria, the Woodlands, you know what I'm saying? And also when we shot Blast Off,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we got to shoot it at the Screw House. To me that was a full circle experience, you know what I'm saying? Being
Correct.
tapped in with the culture. Shout out to DJ Red for helping me
Yes.
make
The
that
red always
possible.
amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, one hell of a DJ. Shout out to ESG. You know what I'm saying, for holding it down.
Yeah, he showed love. Definitely, like this is very interesting, and this is the
Mm-hmm.
story behind it. Like, we were gonna shoot at the Screw House, and
Mm-hmm.
pretty much we got the cameras rolling and everything. And how? Because honestly, I'm very ignorant of rap music. I know a little bit about rap, but the old
Yeah.
school, but with the Houston and stuff like that, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not too familiar. So,
Yeah.
how we identify he was ESG?
As soon as as soon as I heard his voice, bro, it's unmistakable.
But he said something like, "Man, this sounds banging" or something like
Yeah,
that.
he's like, man, this sound jamming. And then he called me by name. He's like, what's up, big boy? He was like, what's up, E? Like, I already knew it was him. He was like, man, what's up, my boy? Da, da, da. Like, man, I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. And then he even mentioned, like, the last time me and him seen each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
So he was like, I was like, damn, bro. Like, it's good to know that I left an impression like that with him.
yeah.
And, like, me and him also have private conversations, like, before that in the past, you know, like collaborating, doing shows together, you know, along the years and shit. So to me, that was a big, big, big full circle experience. Like I said, like the whole
Absolutely.
thing. And I mean, you know, him doing the cameo in the song. I mean, in the music video. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That was a big honor for me.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? And then everything came together nicely. You know, everybody was really cool. Showed a lot of love and respect.
Yeah,
And you know, to this day, we made a banger, man. Shout out to Demon Beats. You know what I'm saying, with that production, crazy. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely. Yeah, that was pretty good. And pretty much, like you mentioned about, and that's something that people freaked out about. Like with Houston Legends, Louis has had experiences, events, memories,
Yeah.
activities together. And you never talk about those. I mean, you tell me, but you're not the kind of guy's gonna brag about that
Yeah.
and put it on people's face, stuff like that. I mean, that's what I appreciate and value about yourself. That you always been the same. You
Yeah.
always been the same. I mean, like when you were Louis V,
Yeah.
when you're in the barbershop, whenever you are, whatever, you always being yourself, and that's something that I like to highlight. And that's something as a content creator and a personal friend of yours and manager, like to highlight for people to see. Because I don't like how people can be fake. I hate how people just live in a impossible reality. Like they create like in a
Yeah.
fantasy world.
And then they want to name drop to wow you and stuff like that. And to me, I'm
Yeah.
I'm a very hard person to impress. You
Correct.
know, whenever people, I know this one and that one, 9 times out of 10, I'm already tapped in with them. I have a personal relationship with that person.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Because this is my second go around in music. A lot of people don't know that, especially
Correct.
by me changing my name.
Yeah.
You know, and the music and everything. Bro, I've been around, you know,
Yeah.
doing this metal, you know what I mean? But the reason I don't like to brag about that, because at the end of the day, nobody cares.
Exactly.
Nobody gives a fuck. You know, they might say that in the beginning or whatever just to make conversation or whatever, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, nobody cares. And I truly cherish those memories because that was a personal experience that I had
Exactly.
with each one of those legends at one point in my life. You know what I mean? So to me, I cherish that. You know, growing up as a fan, the music that influenced me, that opened my ears to the culture,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to what it is now. I'm just very, very fortunate, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? And creating my own mark and leaving my own legacy. To me, that's important. And if you need to brag about something, it just shows me everything that you lack. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? Cause someone like that, like you need validation or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, it's weird, and it just shows like the lack of maturity that you know what I mean. It just says a lot about the person and is negative. And then some people don't know how to act around certain celebrities, around certain
Yeah.
people. So, like me being around people like that, I have that experience. Like, you make people feel uncomfortable.
Correct.
Like, even me, like, I don't consider myself no celebrity or nothing like that, even though people might see me in a different light, you know? So, some people might be like fanned out on me too,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm appreciative for that. I'm glad that they have that.
Hmm.
They feel like that. You know what I'm saying? But man, they don't need for all that.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm just like you, man. You know what I'm saying? You have a good conversation with me, I'm gonna have a good conversation with you. You come at me on some bullshit, I'm gonna return that really quick. You gonna
Yeah.
fuck around and find that.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, like it's all good. You don't gotta do all that. You know what I mean? Just be yourself. At the end of the day, nobody can be you better than you can.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's facts. I mean, like it's like I have accompanied Louis to this world of rap music, and oh my god, like I mean, I know a lot of people doesn't like me, and that's fine. Like I am cool. I get it. I'll go to a rap show with a Metallica shirt,
Yeah.
just because I can.
Ripped jeans.
Yeah, ripped jeans, my shoes. But I mean, like the thing about myself that just like I'm, I'm very respectful. I mean, I show very, people will talk to me like, I just slept with them.
What?
Yeah, like that. It's a Spanish term, and they say that te acostaste conmigo. Like they don't say hi, they don't say good morning, good afternoon.
They're trying to avoid you.
Thank you. They'll say like when they send me the DMs, when you force them to talk to me.
Oh my.
Because that's another thing. Like I don't know. Like I'm not easy to talk to. It's just like I'm Louis' eyes, so I always gonna see the best for him. I know what Louis likes. I know for time to time how very specific Louis is. And
Rackz, man.
I am the filter. So
Yeah.
if Louis tell you no, 98% of that
Might be
decision
you.
is me behind it. Like being on it, like like an IV, like no, 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 no. And it's not personal. It's just like Louis is the kind of person, and I wish you could meet Louis before he lost his vision.
Man.
If I'm mean, like in certain areas, you don't know Louis.
I mean, honestly, if I was able to see, I probably wouldn't be fucking with 98% of these niggas.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm Mr. No. I'm the part of Louis that you didn't know. So it's good. I'll take the heat. I don't care.
I mean, but at the end of the day, shout out to the people that actually communicate with Joseph. You know what I'm saying? That
The
have
through a
balls.
three.
Yeah, they have the balls to do it. But at the end of the day, fam, you're the one that runs my page, shoots my content, and everything. And I don't care how people might feel about it, if they get offended. We have a standard
Correct.
of how we shoot things. I have an aesthetic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes down to my music, I have a certain sound quality
Correct.
that I uphold, that I don't shake for nobody, and I'm not decreasing it for nobody. I keep saying, I might sound like a broken record. You are more welcome to elevate with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going backwards with you. I'm not doing that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I mean, if you want to collaborate with me and you're willing to do this, trust me, bro, that shit gonna be A1.
And
You
trust
know
me,
what
I'm the one's gonna be investigating who you are. I check your profile, check your Spotify page. Don't give me that cloud that you have a million followers and you're banging, you're viral, because I will check every single thing in the web about yourself.
We're gonna find out if you got some real motion or you paying for
And
that.
look, and yeah, or you paying for streams, Honestly,
Real
like
talk.
so honestly, like people like I said, I'm very easy to talk to. I'm very honest. I'm very helpful.
Most
I've
definitely.
been out of my way for people that doesn't appreciate. So if I cut you off, or if I will not, like I have people on my blacklist, and he knows I'm on my blacklist.
Yes, sir.
No matter how much you pay me, I will not collaborate with you, because you have to respect the art.
Yeah.
You have to respect the effort time. A videographer, when you hire someone, this is a perspective, and this is our words of wisdom coming out of an entrepreneur like
Sure.
Louis, like myself, and many others out there that are here, listen to us and also seeing this podcast. Like, don't hire someone and think you're doing them a favor.
Yeah.
Because that is the worst shit that you can ever talk. Like, I hate when people like they hire you for a service, and they think that you're doing them a favor.
Like they're doing you a favor by hiring you.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like that is definitely the worst thing, and I hate, and I will blacklist you so bad, and I will tell other videographers about how shitty you are, because honestly, you have to respect people's time. A camera, cause a high grade camera costs you minimum $2,500.
Yeah.
Lens costs you from $200 all the way to $10,000. Cameras, they go like full mirrors. They'll go full mirrorless, $2,500 all the way to cinematic to $100,000.
Yeah.
And the time. This is something that I really, and you know that I'm very, very, very strict with time, and he knows because I push Luie to the limit. Like, I'm the kind of guy you told me I need to be there at 5. You need to be there at 5 p.m. I'll be right there at 4:45, even 4:30. Minimum. I'm the kind of guy that if you're doing an event and you need help, I don't expect anything on return. I will help you because I know how hard it is to struggle. But you can fool me once, but the next time it's going to be like that. So that is one thing that you need to appreciate just time. Time is your best currency.
No, definitely.
You can get money back, but your time, you can never recover. That's it. It's done.
Yeah, there's no turning back time.
It's just a memory right now as it is. So, when you hire someone service, appreciate it. Appreciate. Another thing is that if you have a budget, be upfront. Like, hey, this is my budget. Rick Ross tell us about this. Like, hey, don't leave money on the table. We'll work the way you can do it. So the way that I do things, I always ask, what's your budget?
Amen.
And if people get scared, that means you're not worthy of my business. You can fool somebody else, or you can get some Timu or CBD, videographer, and that's fine. But the idea here is for you to be honest. Like, hey, they told me, Joseph, you know what? I have this. Okay, we'll find a way for you to make up and help me out. So one thing you can help me out is if I do a picture for you, I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Post it in your story. Shout out.
Tag them.
I don't expect you to do a video and say, hey, Joseph, throw this picture. Nah, just tag me in your picture. You shout out to Joseph for this picture. You know how long it takes to edit a photo? It takes time. Sitting in the computer, make sure it's perfect. Make sure you look good. Make sure I got your good angles. I mean, and that's something that people need to start appreciating. Yeah. As a customer, tell me, what do you have? Like, I have $200. Okay, we'll work for the next one. Let's, recommend me someone. Like, people recommend me. I always show love, and Definitely. Luie knows that you pay me for something, I always give you a little extra.
Yeah, he always goes above and beyond. Definitely.
I am very cost effective person.
Yep.
Like, if I believe in you, I will show love. Like, I tell Luie, if somebody comes to you and they have one follower, they may not have their things in Spotify or YouTube. They may not look like an artist, but his or her is passionate about it and he's serious about the career, I'll help. But
not only that, most importantly, talented.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And shout out to Lil Nita for always showing love and being reciprocal. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
And being, you know what I mean? Being grateful. Because she's always giving you your flowers, you know what I mean? She loves the way you shoot her pictures and everything, you know what I'm saying? She's very grateful.
She does. She does, yeah. Shout out to Little Nita with the gators and the crawfish.
You feel me? She outside with it. 3 a.m. on the way, you feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's something that I always specify to Luie. Like, look, Luie has a manager and this is me. I'm the guy that you might hate, and that's fine. Because honestly, Luie is blind. Like, Luie is legally and medically blind. So
let me repeat that. I am blind. And if one of you motherfuckers keep asking me, am I really blind? Because, bro, if I had $1 for every time somebody asked me, for real, are you really blind? It don't look like you're blind.
I mean, take it as a compliment. But one thing that I don't like is just in the bio, and I will be an asshole, and I will do a tutorial pretty soon to in Luis' profile how you can find first. I will tell you right now in a rant the things that you need to see. So first
man.
thing, in the bio says Luis has an administration, a videographer, and everything. And this is this guy over here, La Pandora Films or LP Films, if you don't know how to say Pandora, and Joseph Rodriguez. Like, I am that guy. So if you see a lot of things that I do, it's a one-man show. And it's very fucking stressing. But you know what? We do it with love. So first thing is, like, you say, you know what? I'm going to send pictures to Louis because I want him to see something. Oh, Louis is blind, but let me go ahead and send it to his manager because he can see. And I will assume with the common sense that he will tell Louis, like, hey, you know, this artist sent me these pictures that look fine or they look ugly or you know what. So if you're afraid of rejection, just don't even bother because honestly, like, you have to be true to yourself. Another thing, please don't tell me send me your Spotify link. That's something that is stupid. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't tell me how to find. Don't tell Louis because obviously you don't tell me because this is gonna be my answer. But you tell Louis because Louis will come to me. Hey Joseph, can you send so my YouTube link? And I'm like, are you serious? Are you sending this person a Spotify link? I mean, if people want to go to see Drake, they're not gonna ask Drake in management, hey Drake, can I get
Spotify?
I mean, come on, man. You put Drake.
Drake, bro.
I mean, like if you put Luie Rackz on Spotify, the same picture that Louis looks the same. I update all his pictures and everything. You're gonna say, oh, this is Luie Rackz.
Strikingly handsome.
Also, also in the bio, in Instagram,
That has my Spotify link.
it has your Spotify link. In the content that we do for the video, I mean, you can put Luie Rackz in Google right now and you will see him.
Yeah.
I mean, if Louis tells me, hey, can you send me your YouTube link? Seriously, you cannot put Luie Rackz.
You could go to Rap Snacks page right now.
Come on. I mean, like, so this is the thing. Like, maybe because I don't know, I'm just mean or whatever, but if you ask a blind person,
I mean, it's common fucking sense.
I mean, it's
bro.
because they're lazy, or I mean, you can be computer illiterate, and I can understand that, but come on, man, like you can find, and if you want to find something, you will find it. If you have interest in something, they will look at it. Like, there's a few of y'all that definitely like, oh, I've been listening to your content, I've been listening to your music. Hey, this guy, and I'll be like, God, so I'm not crazy then. I mean, you can find your music in Spotify and even on YouTube. I mean, it is there. Even Apple Music, it is there.
Apple Music, Spotify,
Pandora.
Amazon, Pandora, YouTube.
All the platforms. I'm the guy that uploads his music into the digital platforms. And trust me, and there's a platform out there for music.
Okay,
Louis in it.
You know the one that really shocked me that I was amazed? Galilea, right, my niece. She was on a tablet and she's on this app called Chispa. I had no idea about it. So basically what you do is you're recording yourself on the tablet and you're singing karaoke, but you're being recorded as you're doing it.
Okay.
Right? And you could upload it or whatever. You could do it with people or whatever. And, you know, the little lyrics come out on the bottom.
Okay.
And she was right there singing. And I was like, hey, baby, look for me in there. And she was like, Tio Moshi, I'm sorry, but this is only for famous people. I was like, whoa. I was like, ping, 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 shots fired. And I was like, nah, you know, because I know my music is everywhere. Because I know you literally click every single box in DistroKid. So I was like, nah, baby, my music is there. She was like, no, I'm going back and forward for like 5 minutes. Now I'm getting heated.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay. So Luie Rackz better. And then, Lord and behold, I could do better. She's like, oh my God, Tio Moshi, you're famous. I was like, I told you. You know what I mean? I had to lift my chest up a little bit. You know, shout out to Joseph for doing that, man. You know what I mean? Like he said, my music is anywhere. You can stream music. You can listen to music. It's there. Even on JPay for people that are locked up. You know, I just talked to my cousin. He locked up and he listening to my music. So there's no excuse, people.
Correct.
My music is out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We outside for real.
Yeah, and the hard work that we put in it, I mean, from the beginning, it was trial and error. Trial and error. Louis was the one that really pushed me to learn, how to shoot video, like use the equipment that I have. I mean, at least for recording, I knew, but at least for photos and video, and I'm still learning. I don't know at all. I always try to improve everything that I can do. So we did a lot of things together. I mean, we grew up together, and I'm a perfectionist.
Definitely.
I love to bring the best for everyone. I push myself way too hard, and that's a fight that always Louis tells me, you push yourself too hard.
But it's too hard on yourself,
but
bro.
it's just like, man, like if you could see what I've been doing, I mean, like you will be pleased. And that's the thing, I hustle and standard. So it's nothing against anybody out there. It's just like we have a standard. We have a way of doing things. I don't like piggybacking. If you coming from Louis to get clout or to get free videos or photos from me, unless you're Rick Ross or I don't know any of this sign artists, you ain't getting nothing out of me, for real.
Hey, and shout out to Ross, man, for showing love and rap snacks.
No,
Man.
absolutely, absolutely. Even for rap snacks, it's just being a really, really good achievement. It feels good, and I feel proud of Louis because, like, he was the one that came up with the idea of reviewing and pushing that and have it done. And it's amazing how they posted him, they sent him a box, of rap snacks, and I think it's gonna be a great opportunity towards your music career. It's just like I always tell you, Louis, and I always fight with Louis because I tell you, bro, just listen to your manager at least 20% of what I tell you, and things will open up for you, man.
It'll take me a long way, definitely. But I'm really proud of us, bro. It's been 5 years. It hasn't been easy. It's been a lot of bumps on the road, a lot of sacrifices, but we still here pushing and we're thriving.
Correct.
And all of that hard work, everything that we've been doing, we're starting to see the fruits of that labor. And to me, it's very exciting what the future holds, and it is looking very bright. You know what I mean? And I'm here for it, bro. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Even when I wanted to quit, I just couldn't do it because all the sacrifice that you've done for me, like it's not easy. You know what I mean? Like just talking to other artists that can see, that don't have no disability. This music thing, if you don't have tough skin, bro, it will chew you up and spit you out. You know what I mean?
Big time.
Like as artists, like man, there's so many artists doing the same thing. You're so expendable. So by you being consistent, you gonna set yourself apart from everybody.
Yeah.
And then us doing what we doing with the reviews, with the shows, with the car shows, with the mic drops and everything, we definitely been tapping into all type of different avenues, and a lot of stuff been opening just from my personality alone. Just getting out there the way I could articulate myself behind a microphone, beyond the studio. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad because I'm getting to showcase that, and people really getting to know me for who I am.
Correct.
Not just because they see a strikingly handsome man with this immaculate beard. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a beautiful thing, man, and I'm grateful for it.
And that's the idea, and that's an inspiration for all of you out there. Like anybody that is pushing to accomplish their dreams. There's nothing that can stop you. It's always, I mean, it's okay to fail. It's okay. You're gonna fail many times, but it's not okay. It's not okay to give up.
It's how many times you can keep going and get up again, bro. Because life is always gonna test you.
Bottom, you cannot go any more bottom than bottom.
Yeah, the only way is up.
Yeah, the only way is up or die.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's how it is. I mean, rock bottom is just rock bottom. Like if you fall into the earth, I mean, that's it. There's nothing else.
Right.
Solid concrete. So it is like that is facts. So another thing about that. About you, but not only as an artist, but more as a person. You're always a person that give without expecting anything back. That's something that, and people take, and I get super frustrated and mad, and And whenever they do this, because I'm the same personality, you know, I'm the kind of person that gives you. I mean, over the years, I've been calibrating that have an opportunity to calibrate. Like you can fool me once and that's it. I see the truth of yourself and that's it. For the fruits, I will see you. You know. So I mean, you can be a beautiful guitar, but if the way you play is just out of key, oh hell no. So that's how it is. And so pretty much like another thing that Louis, you know, and this is something you can share with them, like growing up having parents as pastors. So they can understand a little bit like why your mom gets so upset like with the eyebrows and
Oh man.
with the, you know, like everything that you have done, like the expectation that they have from you, but you live in your real purpose even though they don't understand it or they don't see it. You know.
Well, I mean, I like it attributed as like old school mentality. You know what I mean? And then group mentality, because most of them people just go by what they hear and stuff like that. Especially like in the Latino community, like
Correct.
it's very like close family. But if you go against the family or our traditions, you get shunned.
Yeah.
You know. And me definitely growing up, experiencing that gave me very tough skin, and I realized early that I was a leader, not a follower, and I didn't need validation. I mean,
Correct.
even though it was from my own family, the people that you love the most, but it's like if we're not resonating the same, and I don't see what you see, no matter how you paint it to me, it is not gonna make sense. You know what I mean? Um, so me, I always carved my own path, and I was always seen as a rebel, but I was always following my heart. You know what I mean? What I wanted to do, how I wanted to do things, and how it make more sense to me. You know what I mean? Because honestly, like to that is like group thinking. Like, oh, what is everybody gonna say? What is everybody gonna think? I
Correct.
don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They ain't paying my bills or nothing. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? And most of the people that judge you, 9 times out of 10, like the conversations that me and you have is like they envy you because they really wish they had the balls to do what you do.
Correct.
You know, live the way you live, carefree. You know, standing on 10 toes, and you know what I mean, and just being a man about it.
Yeah.
You know, um, but yeah, it was really tough, man, because everything was the devil. Remember, the water boy,
Yeah.
his mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's Beatrice, bro, but in Spanish. Eso es el diablo, manita. Pokemon was the devil. Everything was the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Um, but you know, I mean, at the end of the day, I respected her decision. You know what I'm saying, or
Yeah.
whatever. Even though my father was more lenient on that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just growing up and understanding their mentality, where they came from, how they were raised, it gives you better understanding. And instead of you being mad, you kind of feel not like a pity, but you understand why.
And you're more
I'm cool with it.
empathetic.
Yeah, it gives you empathy, you know? So, and I realized quick that sometimes you just got to think for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But me, you know, like I was always like a little lawyer. Like I don't care. I'm gonna win the argument, but I'm gonna be right about it. You know, and that will piss a lot of people off. I mean, because I've always been intelligent, sometimes to more than my own good, and having a smart ass mouth. You know what I mean? But I mean, I was doing it from a place of love. You know.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't like being fucked with. Like, you fuck with me, you gonna find out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I could literally shut your mouth very intellectual,
Yeah.
and people don't like that. You know, even in church, like people will try to tell me something, and I'll contest it, and I'll pull up scripture. Where does it say?
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we even talking about? It's
Correct.
like I'm not good at being manipulated,
Yeah.
and I could tell when somebody's trying to manipulate me or gaslight me. So you
No,
know,
big time.
so I was always call out bullshit, 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 bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, and like, oh, you have what they
Spirit
said, the spirit of what he
of
said,
rebel.
arrogance,
Yeah,
and this and
arrogance
that.
and rebel.
And I'm like, oh my god. I was like, well, let's have an exorcism then, buddy. You
Yeah,
know, pull out, and they be like, oh, you gotta do it. Man, if I gotta do all that, whoever you worshiping is full of shit.
yeah,
They be, how could you say that? I was like, because it's true.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you say, like, what'd you say? I remember you said this one time. He's like, tell me how big are your goals or how big your aspirations. I'll tell you how big is your God.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
that's a quote from an Argentinian evangelist called Alberto Motesi.
Mm-hmm. And that always stuck with me. You know, I mean, because definitely when I was starting my music and I wanted to put a project together, a lot of people were like, oh, why are you doing that? Or this and that.
Yeah.
Or my other families would be like, well, you're Mexican. How come you want to rap? You should be doing regional. You should be doing this. And I was like, because I want to do it. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And that's why.
Which, by the way, he can sing corridos, he can sing norteñas, he can sing all cumbias.
Bachata.
He can do it. But
Mm-hmm.
let's go back to it.
Yeah. So, I'm definitely a person. I'm very resilient. So if you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna laugh at you in your face and do it flawlessly.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And that's what gives me satisfaction about being me. That's why I'm so grateful for being me, for sticking to my guns and what I believe in. And like I said, especially now at this point in my life, I guess due to where I'm at, like people were forced to pay attention to me.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And see that, you know,
yeah,
and definitely to keep thanking God that I made the right decision to stick to my guns. You know what I mean? And definitely, if nobody believes in you, the main person that needs to believe in you is yourself.
correct.
And once you do that and you overcome and your resilience and your consistency, you're gonna force other people to believe too.
No, absolutely.
They have no choice. And it's a ripple effect, it's a domino effect, and man, we here, man. And I definitely love and appreciate every time I drop something, people are anticipating it. They're taking it home and sticking to the ribs, they digesting it, and they're able to see where I come from and see my versatility.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And thanks to you pushing me, like now they're being able to see a different layer, different texture of me by me singing and showcasing his vocals.
Correct.
And I could definitely feel how the atmosphere changes in the room whenever I start singing, and how people pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And definitely like the props I've been getting, and people telling me like feels really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The same thing goes with my music when I spit my bars and everything, but it's just something different whenever they hear them vocals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely a panty dropper.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I love it, man.
Yeah, because pretty much, I mean, it's very hard whenever you grow up, especially like, having pastors as parents.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, with my experience with the evangelical church or the Christian non-denomination church in the Spanish, culture is because of the expectation, or if the parents are pastors, they expect you to be a pastor, or they expect you to serve in some areas of ministry. So the pressure. And people are and this is something about toxic about church, and I don't want to get into this, but it's a big toxicity about when kids of pastors, because they expect them and hold them accounted for in a higher standard.
Like a higher standard.
Yeah, like there was like, I don't know, like royalty or something like that, which they're not, but I don't want to get into it because that's a longer subject.
Mm-hmm.
But it just like how you were, that's why I told you at the beginning that, your parents wanted you to be someone, but the reality, God had an investment and a purpose on the way you were. And the good thing is that you protect it and you honor, even though people don't have to understand it. You have the understanding, and it's your relationship with God. It's nobody else. It's yours. So at your best understanding, this is the way. You say, you know what? This is the way.
Yeah.
People may not understand it. My parents maybe not understand it. But I do believe on it. Like you mentioned, like you believe on this.
I mean, look at Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Noah. Look at Moses. every single one had a calling, and whenever they chose to stand 10 toes on that, people thought they were crazy.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I'm no different. You know what I'm saying? Um, I believe God put this in my heart for a reason. You know,
Correct.
and no matter how much people try to deter me from it or whatever, like I just always have my eyes on the prize to this day. Like
Correct.
whenever I want something, I just go all in. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? No questions asked, and I'm a grind. Like I mean, one thing that people tell me all the time, and kind of laugh about it or whatever. And Nita be like, "Man, bro, you're too humble. Like if I was y'all, I'd be popping my shit." You know what I'm saying? But it just comes from overcoming, bro,
Correct.
and conquering my goals.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that since I was very young.
Yeah.
So the level of knowledge that I have over the years that I've acquired and the level of confidence that I
Yeah.
have is crazy.
It is.
So I mean, whenever I say something, people will be like, "Man, this nigga crazy."
Yeah.
But they see it come to pass. It's like Ludacris said, if I'm talking about it, it's something that I've done, that I'm doing, or is about to happen.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because people be like, "Oh, you got to speak into it." This and yes, that's cute. That's very cute. But if you're not doing no step behind that affirmation, it's dead, bro.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying on the other podcast. Nigga, this ain't no Big Bang Theory, like, and then it just came to be, nigga. Like, no,
Yeah.
nigga. Like, you got to grind, bro.
Yeah, I
You
hate
got to
that.
move behind it.
People live in this fantasy world, like, oh, I
Yeah.
see myself. Like, you can post all you want, man. If there's no work on the talk, no talk on the walk.
Yeah.
I always said, even when I was in ministry, faith and acts work hand by hand. You have to do the work. I mean,
And don't get me wrong, all of somebody needs is opportunity. But the way I come, you have to make that opportunity.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like whenever somebody wants to pray for a blessing or something like that, like, nigga, be the blessing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You be the miracle, nigga. You know what I mean? But people just lazy. Is this type of instant gratification that we live now?
well, it's the indoctrination of what they feed you on the media. Before it was the TV, before it was the radio, then TV, then the internet, now social media. So always, and we can talk that on our podcast, it's always a level of control to keep you asleep. It costs to be awake.
That's true.
And one of the things that I always remember from you, and I used to, when I was in ministry, I used to preach about it and teach about it. It's just like one time that you told your parents that if Jesus come today, you'll be the one crucifying him. So it always stuck with me. And sadly, I mean, I'm not saying that Luie's parents are bad, because I love them too. They're great people. But sadly, the reality of the Christianity these days, the majority, it just like if Jesus will come, like, because they interpreted a Jesus that, I mean, it just according to their own convenience and according to their own, or what they teach, an indoctrination. So that's why, like, they will kill him and crucify him again.
I mean, not only that, I mean, history repeats itself. His own people killed him.
Correct.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like you said, they're used to this fictional or character that they created their own heads according to their convenience.
Yeah.
So if you came and they saw him in the flesh, they'll contest him and tell him he has to accept himself in his heart and this, like all type of crazy shit.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
That stuck with me forever, man. Like,
yeah.
but well, pretty much, now that you mentioned a little bit of your parents, like, I know the word rags comes from who? Where the word rags come from?
Okay, the word rags is basically slang talk for money, for stacks of money. You know what I mean? And like I said, like me being a hustler, being an entrepreneur, like I was always like racked up. You know what I mean?
No, I know that.
Not only that, a lot of people don't know, but my father's nickname is Paquetes. You know what I mean? That was a nickname that was given to him where he's from. And The first time I ever used it for me, I did a freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think I remember I said some shit like, dressed in all black, call me Louis Cash. And I said, nah, fuck that. Call me Luie Rackz. And then when I said that, everybody was like, oh, you know? And I was like, hey, that got a little ring to it. And it stuck. And people just kept calling me that. I remember when I made my Snapchat back in like 2015.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I call myself. And then I didn't want to go by Louis V anymore. You know, I wanted to start over and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I have different reasons why, you know.
Correct.
And, you know, just my second go around. And then, like, me, I'm a big nerd when it comes to hip hop. And certain rappers did that, like 2 Chainz. Like,
Mm-hmm.
before he came out, he was Titty Boy.
Yeah.
And then when he came that second round again, he called himself 2 Chainz, you know, for the second time around him coming, and he just blew.
Correct.
You know, being introduced as a new artist and stuff like that. Especially in these day and time, how people consume stuff really fast. You
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely.
so it was just a new reintroduction, fresh. You know what I'm saying? And it just embodies everything about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just rolls off the tongue really good. And to this day, I'm grateful that everywhere that I go in the city, I can't go anywhere people going racks. You know what I'm saying? I definitely make that shit. You know what I'm saying? A household thing here in Houston. So I'm appreciative, man.
No, absolutely.
You know? So it's just fly, you know?
And also, your dad loves jewelry. You got a lot of things from your dad, like the jewelry. He always liked to look fly. Like if you've seen Louis' dad, he looks very young.
Papa Rack.
He's very he's a handsome guy. He's a handsome gentleman,
Yeah.
and he likes to wear Gucci. He
Louis
likes to wear
Vuitton,
Louis Vuitton.
Versace.
You see, he's a pastor, and again,
Valentino.
every money that he makes, and I can testify about this, is because he's a hard-working gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
This guy works construction all his life. If you need a house made by scratch, he can design it. He can do the architecture drawing. He can do everything.
Definitely.
And he works hard, but he also likes to play hard. He likes to his sneakers, you know, his tennis shoes, you know, hats, the glasses. Glasses. You see Louis with his glasses? He borrow a couple things from his dad too.
For real.
So
Man, my dad be Ray-Ban dub, Versace dub. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He fly dude, ostrich boots, gator boots,
Yeah.
crocodile boots, like ostrich boots.
yeah, big time.
Python. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I could say I inherited a lot of things from my dad. A lot of people don't know my dad sings too. You know what I mean? So, like, that was a big influence growing up too. And then us connecting through music, different genres, different eras. You know, I attribute a lot of my musical ear and taste from my pops, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's definitely been one of my biggest motivators of me doing this. And every single song that I drop, even before it drops, he's the one that gets to listen to it, and he tells me what he thinks about it,
Yeah.
the visuals, you know what I mean? And man, he be bragging about me, showing everybody, you know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah, for
That
real,
should.
for real. I appreciate that, you know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
And I was laughing when I first showed him the reggaeton song.
Yeah.
He was like, "Whoa, you said all that." He was like, "Hey, but that's what's hot," you know what I mean? So yeah, so I appreciate that, man, for real.
No, absolutely.
Also, my brother-in-law Mario, you know what I'm saying? He's also a big motivator. Believes in me a lot too.
Yeah.
He's been here from supports me, supports my music. You know what I'm saying? My nieces also too, a big inspiration. Man, I love them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they definitely love doing content with me, man. And it's funny. I know you have a blast every time you shoot us
Yeah.
because they're so random.
Yeah, they're
you know
they're
what I
really
mean?
funny.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to my Gordy Moji.
So yeah, guys, it was pretty much, you know, like what I wanted to you know, pretty much. I know this is going to your channel, and you're the key star on this, but you know, pretty much, you know, thank you for letting me be part of your podcast.
Nah.
Even though
Take
I'm good. Even though
you're
the
the
one's
one that
gonna be,
shooting
yeah,
it,
the one that's shooting it,
editing
editing
it.
it. Like right now, we're recording through the interface into recording software
Yes, sir.
and shooting the video with that camera over there. We only have one camera. We're low budget, and we had that light,
Yeah.
and we're shooting, of course, in Dallas, Texas. So
Yes, sir. And we're making it happen though. So like anybody that thinks that you can't do it, man, yes you can, bro. You know, there's so many things you could do with just the iPhone.
yeah,
The way technology is right now, like come on,
YouTube
man.
University. That's why I learned to do all these
hmm
things.
So if it's like the only person that's holding you back is yourself.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like if it's in your heart, bro, do it. You know what I mean? Because me, I'm the type of person that I don't want to get old or be in my deathbed and be regretting shit that I could have did
Yeah,
and I didn't do it.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like who wants to live like that? I don't. You know, so just do it, young brother, young sister, wherever you at. Trust me, man. Believe in yourself because if you don't, nobody will. It is just what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.